Hey guys, Leaky Trooper here, and it is time to do something we've been talking about for like months and months and months. It's time to build us a Sarlacc Pit along with this fantastic Jabba Sail Barge here. This perfectly priced, not overpriced, just enough minifigures. We haven't said any complaints about it. Liar! But today is not exclusively about the sail barge. Today is about the Sarlacc Pit. We are not going to be using this Sarlacc Pit because I don't like the Venus flytrap. Boba Fett did not get swallowed up in this thing. Yeah, he's being digested over a period of 1,000 years, but not with that stupid thing. So, we are going to be getting rid of this Sarlacc Pit and building our own. We're also going to be moving our $78 skiff out of the way. Again, so well priced. So now we have our clean canvas where we can build the actual Sarlacc Pit. The first thing we had to decide was, is this the location of the sail barge? It is. It's kind of placed nicely. I would like to get it a little closer to the edge, but I'm kind of nervous of it falling over the edge and getting destroyed. That would be bad. So this is about as far towards the back of the MOC that we are willing to go with the sail barge. One of the things we're really proud of in our Tatooine MOC is the sculpted sand dunes, and that is solid brick right there. So we wanted to carry over the sculpted sand dunes right up to the sail barge, very similar to what we did to where the sand crawler is, with the gradual slope up with the scene on top. So we are going to do the same thing here, gradual slope up, but instead of on top, the Sarlacc Pit will be deep down inside. So one of the questions I had was, if we build up this terrain, this sand dune here, do we also need to lift up the sail barge? Once we get the landscaping in place, we'll kind of make that determination. So let's do some sandscaping. So you viewers who go way back to our very first episode of Tatooine here on Lobricks will remember the base of Tatooine is an old, barf-ridden beer pong table or ping pong table. So in our new modular fashion, where our buildings are modular now, really cool, we're going to do the same thing with the Sarlacc Pit and make it modular. So in order to do that, our gradual build up has to end right here. And a brand new 2 base plate wide modular system that will have the Sarlacc Pit in it needs to be built. So first things first, let's gradually build up to where our 2 new base plates will go. All right, so now we have our lip. So now we have to build these modular base plates. And we are going to use a system like mills, and we will show you we're going to build the foundation of the 2 base plates. They have to be tan along this side, so from the outside it still looks like sand. The middle sections can be different colors, and obviously the top also has to be tan. So let's build ourselves a couple of mills-ish base plates. All right, the first mills plate I'm going to build is on the outward facing of the Tatooine MOC. So this side will blend up. The rest will be 2 blocks, 2 plates high, so it blends right into the rest of Tatooine. Here's the outer plate that leads to the Sarlacc Pit. Let's go put this guy back on Tatooine. All right, here we go. Slide our plate right in. Ooh, look at that. Modularity. I am going to do a little blending right in this corner, right here. And I'm going to have a couple of plates just to attach this to so it doesn't move around. All right, there it is with some nice blending. And there's only 2 plates holding this entire modular piece in. Nicely blended. And it gradually slopes up to what will slope up again to our Sarlacc Pit, which is our final base plate right here. All right, so this base plate is going to be much different than the other one, so we're going to have a Sarlacc Pit in the center of it. So the first thing I have to do, this is a 32 by 32 stud base plate, so the Sarlacc Pit is 20 by 20 studs. All right, there is the 20 by 20 frame. This is going to be one big Sarlacc Pit. Now let's build up the entire base plate around. The Sarlacc Pit itself is going to be 4 blocks high, so we have to build up around it so it's level, but it also blends in from the sides. All right, there is the frame and the second base plate in Tatooine. The frame for the Sarlacc Pit, which is going to go right in the middle there. Before we build the Sarlacc Pit, though, I want to make sure this fits. And it does. We do have to build up against the backside over here. And obviously we have to decide what to do with the sail barge. Probably going to have to lift it up. But that is a future problem. For now, we have to actually build the Sarlacc Pit. Alright, so this 20 by 20 Sarlacc Pit modular insert is going to be built kind of like a layer cake. It's going to start with an all black bottom, 20 by 20, and then we're going to layer it up. Alright, the first layer of this Sarlacc Cake is the 20 by 20 black base, so it can go way down into his maw so it can nicely digest Boba Fett. The next layer of the cake is going to be the first row of teeth and the 4 little tentacles. Not the giant Venus flytrap, just a couple of tentacles to reach out and grab hold of Lando and suck him in, or Boba Fett, or whoever. Alright, there is the first layer of the Sarlacc layer cake, including the tentacles, the bottom layer of teeth, and the covering. So let's put on the next layer. Alright, here is the next layer of the Sarlacc layer cake. We're starting to build around the perimeter of the giant gaping maw hole. So let's keep going. And there is the final layer on the old Sarlacc Pit cake. So this is pretty done and 100% completely modular. Woohoo! All right, let's go put it back on the MOC.
Victims of the almighty Sarlacc, His Excellency hopes that you will die honorably.
All right, let's fit it back into place. Two bricks just to hold it. And there we go. An embedded in-ground Sarlacc Pit. Compared to the store-bought one with the Venus flytrap, it's pretty cool. I actually kind of like these big, giant tentacles, but they're a little big for our Sarlacc Pit, so we're going to stick with this one. Now let's put our one skiff back in place. And that will do for now. The maw, although I thought it was really big, it is a little smaller than I was hoping, but I think it'll do. It can't be too big. We are going to build up around it a little more, and that side has to blend back down. Because really we want this skiff to be directly over the pit, because we really want Luke walking the plank right over the pit, and instead of falling in the pit, he actually murders Jabba and all of his friends. So I'm liking our new Sarlacc Pit right next to the sail barge. Pretty cool. So that is just about going to do it for this week for our Tatooine update. Sail barge is in place, Sarlacc Pit's looking pretty good. We need another skiff. And we need to blend down towards Jabba's palace, which Assistant is busy updating. No spoilers. We got a lot more cool Tatooine action coming. So we will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. So we hope to see you in the next one. I'm Leaky Trooper. I'm out of here. And bye.